This video will cover the results section of the Adept Roll app. The results panel is one of the most frequently used areas. Watching this video will help you become familiar with its functionalities and the various ways Adept Roll can be used to run MathHammer simulations effectively. It is worth noting that some of our profiles have modifiers. For example, the battle tank has blast and re-rolls to hit because it gets this bonus versus enemy models on an objective. This is circumstantial and not something built into Adept Roll. We shall assume it is taking advantage of this bonus. I have not included other modifiers though. For example, the Punisher gets devastating wounds against units that are not vehicles and not monsters. The Vanquisher can re-roll the wound roll against monsters and vehicles. I have omitted those for now. We shall first load two profiles and simulate the result. At the time of writing, Adept Roll runs this scenario 10,000 times, gathers the results, and presents them to you as a series of graphs, bar charts, and tables. The first tab shows us the expected number of dead models from the simulation. The average number of dead models is always shown. Note the poor performance of all the Lehman-Russ variants, as none are particularly geared towards killing Toughness 11, 3+ armor save vehicles. You can go to Settings to change this output, however. Let us turn on Damage. The damage output is more fitting in this scenario. The output settings are covered in more detail in the settings walkthrough video. Now we can see the Demolisher's true performance versus the tank. While it cannot reliably one-shot the tank, it does deal a decent level of damage. Let us also make some amendments. Now that we know we are simulating against a tank, let us turn on the re-roll wounds for the Vanquisher, as it would gain this modifier in this situation. We shall also assume that Lord Solar is nearby and is ordering the Lehman-Russ tanks, giving them +1 to hit rolls. This can be a global modifier, as it will affect all our units. Finally, consider the new Combined Regiment Detachment from the latest balanced data slate. This allows our Lehman-Russ tanks to get lethal hits versus monsters and vehicles. Our results are now much more impressive. The Demolisher comes out on top with 9.4 damage on average. We can also turn on lethal hits in output settings to see how each Lehman-Russ variant performs. As expected, the Punisher, with its 20 shots, performs the best for lethal hits with 3.3. But of course, it does poorly overall due to its low strength and lack of armor penetration. Let us briefly examine points with Adept Roll. Defenders have a points cost per model and a model count. The model count is used in one section of the results, which we will see later, and it affects calculations such as blast weapons. For example, a weapon with blast against a defender with 10 models gains 2 extra shots. Attackers can have an overall unit points cost and an individual weapon points cost. While war gear no longer incurs points costs in Warhammer 40,000, allowing a points cost per weapon or row for attackers lets us evaluate the return on investment for the entire attacking profile or for each weapon. This is particularly useful for assessing different variants, such as the Lehman-Russ variant. The second tab shows the dead model, damage and hit distribution for each Lehman-Russ variant. Dead models have no data, as no Lehman-Russ can perform well enough to display a graph. The damage graph will show us how each variant performs versus the tank. The third tab shows the ROI, return on investment, using the points values mentioned earlier. It also shows us the percentage chance of killing 0 or 1 model. In this case, 1 model is used because of the number of models in the current defender profile. The fourth and final tab shows us the variables used within the app. For a final demonstration, and something a bit different, let's run a MathHammer simulation using the Lehman-Russ variance again, but this time against Chaos Cultists. The model count is 20, with 6 points model. We will also remove the modifier for the Vanquisher and add the correct modifier for the Punisher. Now we are simulating against infantry and not a vehicle. In this new example, we expect the number of dead models to be best for the Punisher, with its 20 shots and devastating wounds. The Demolisher performs well on damage, but this translates poorly to dead models because of all the additional and unnecessary damage done to 1 wound cultists. Thank you for watching. May the dice gods be with you.